Hello, everybody. Thank you for joining me. This is Game God Fluent, bringing you episode 15 of Let's Play Queen's Wish the Conqueror. Last episode, we made it to Vitasa. We are here on a visit, asked here by the king or ruler, or let's see. One of their envoys. It's not saying anything here. Gates master key. This is a heavy brass key. You found it in the vault gates. Anyway, there's a civil war going on here. I'm wondering if I shouldn't. We're pretty much healthy enough. Instead of visiting directly with the prince or king or whatever of Vitasa, if I shouldn't explore some of the Vol lands myself, get a feel of what's going on from the locals. The endless strips of brick crisscrossing Vol lands grows baking hot in the sun. Sweat pours down your face. You are very thirsty. You reach a crossroads and then you see just ahead several Vol women in long flowing dresses. They don't have any Owen marks. They do, however, have mugs and earthenware pitchers of water. They nod as you approach. Greetings to you. Greetings, traveler from Haven. News of your arrival must have traveled ahead of you quickly. Who are you? We are water bearers. We carry water from the oasis to the southeast. We offer it to the thirsty travelers to help them on their way. Why are you doing this? It is a long, old tradition of the Vol. Ours is a harsh land. It is only by strict discipline, honor, and mutual support that any of us can live. Some find a calling to bear water on the roads. We do so gladly. The women all nod. Aren't you worried about being attacked? Another woman smiles and shakes her head. No, a world in which a bearer of water is assaulted is not a world in which we want to live. Interesting. I would like some water. They pour you a glass. It is refreshing. You thank them and continue on your way. Let's see. West Throblin, East Merba. Scorpion Pit south. Let's see who's hiding out over here. The farther south into the Vol you travel, the hotter it gets. Every step kicks up dust. You start to see mirages in all directions. Happily, the nearby oasis is quite real. A natural spring feeds a wide, shallow lake, providing a refuge for travelers and enterprising trees alike. Hello? One merchant caravan has set itself up for business near the oasis. The merchants will trade happily with anyone who passes. ON rebels, Mosca hunters, and of course you. You see your wares. Stone blocks, Vol scale armor. Ooh, 60%. 60% of only 5 and 2, 10% stun resist, 10% speed penalty, and it doesn't have a slot. Why is it value 100? I don't see how that's a good bang for your buck there. It's a little better than leather armor, but leather armor is so cheap. So much cheaper. And of course, more stone blocks. I'd like to sell something. Yeah, I'm going to take that rune out. I don't need anything. You leave peacefully. Yeah, I want to see the country myself, because there are crates full of rotten food and trash. Because basically, I just want to. Merba East, Throblin Gates West. You're on the front line of the rebellion. To the northwest are the loyalists, led by wealthy Mosca. To the south are rebel lands taken up by the Owen. The ground here is scorched and torn up, wounded by many skirmishes and actual battles. You are in the outskirts of Merba, a rough and dusty mining town. It is unpleasantly sited on the border between the two forces. Its walls are scorched and the guards surrounding it are tired and skittish. Merba is probably full of spies, rebels, and opportunities for danger. Merba has several patrols of guards on the roads around the city trying to watch for raiders without being ambushed and killed. They approach to speak with you, but they take no notice of your rank. They urge you to go to safety inside of the city. I guess we can. Haven report, there's no theft, only a 5% chance. And it looks like same story. Not enough wood being made. Stone is okay, not enough iron. And we get 30 coins, which is pretty nice. Okay. Samus Owen. You enter the city of Merba. It is a city on the border, not just the border between the government and the rebels, but between the rich north of the country and the poor south. If all cities are meant to be oases, cool, safe places where the people can hide from a hot, harsh land, Merba does have gardens and pools, but they are small and always close to drying up. The people here have bigger things to worry about. The rebels are advancing to the south, and the city could fall any day. Things are very tense. Ooh, come here. Pile of wood, nice. Can't sleep in the beds. Come up here. There's a Merba soldier. Please be careful. Ooh, and we can't take this stuff, right? Does the soldier ever go away? I wouldn't really want to steal from these guys. Yeah, I don't feel right taking from the ON. Be wary. At least I think they're ON. Greetings, Havenite. The southeast courtyard of Merba is flanked by 2 guard towers. Between them, stoneworkers are shaping and trading stone. Even in this chaotic time, Ukatish and Ariel traders are here to buy Merba's fine materials. A merchant and craftsman notices you browsing. He walks up and speaks. A Havenite, a very rare honor. I am Samus Owen, and I'm a stoneworker and trader here. Tell me about this workshop. Rock and dirt out in the honest sun. We've been working the rock on this patch of dirt for centuries. Merba earns its bread here. We all have our specialty. I deal in fine stone. Fine stone. Aye, if you want to make a big wall, talk to them over there. I sell the finer stones and crystals from the more unusual and remote quarries. You are an Owen. I am. Fell into misfortune. I work and trade here on behalf of my master. Can't talk to her, though. She is gone. Where's your master? Not sure. Traveled to Vitassa a few months back. I understand she never arrived. Sad thing. I do the work and I wait for news. Another question. Tell me about, Samus Owen looks out over the stoneworkers and merchants, bartering and bickering and arguing about flaws in sheets of stone. Beautiful sight even during the war. Do you need stone? Tell me about Merba. It's an oasis, safest place in this region. The governor kept us so. Don't know the deals Vir Alar Maska made to keep the battles away. Glad he did. You approve of the governor? I imagine I do. Sure, I am an Owen, but the Maska still exists. I have to get credit to those who do right by me. I have another question. I'd like to buy something. Oh, he's got these type of stones. Healing augment, strength rune, deadeye rune, stone blocks. We really have nothing we can augment. We can augment the amber orb with either an augment or a rune, maybe. They may be able to take an augment or a rune. I'm not sure. Augmentations. What does it say about the rune slots? Does it say rune on them? Augmentations. Fire turn fragment, 5% magical evasion. Cheap shot, 5% crit chance. Nice. It's got good stuff too. I don't need anything else. Samas nods, and he silently returns to work. This is an old place. This is the heart of our art. I need slate and flint. Nobody has malachite? Many quarries are lost. Agents are everywhere. Be wary. Greetings, Prince. Scroll of Life. Revives fallen party members of all shield. I'm just looking. That's a nice shield. War Axe, 10% crit chance. 13 to 21 heavy slash. Dang. There's more to this game. This game's weapons and armor than we even realize. Can we go over here? Oh, wow. It opens up. Here we've got the brand new star. Ballistas. The heck is that? A dried up well? The city's bigger than Vitasa. The inn is quiet but tense. Almost everyone here is keeping to themselves. They are probably on different sides of the war, but this is a safe refuge. Lucy. Murtis. Like every other building in Merba, the inn is made of giant blocks of stone centuries old. We picture a countless line of innkeepers installed in this hall when young and carted out when dead to be replaced with the next in line. The current occupant of the post nods to you. I'm Murtis. This is the brand new star, Merba's Inn. Merba is an oasis. Don't cause trouble. Anything interesting happen lately? I don't spread gossip, I don't listen, and I don't talk. Merba's an oasis, and so is my inn. What does oasis mean? All can come for food, drink, and rest. Differences are forgotten in this hall. All need water. They get it here. Fights in an oasis are dishonorable. What about me? I am special. You're royalty. It's still an oasis. Some rules must apply to all. It's how we survive. What services do you offer? Food and drink, free for you as my special guest. Our room for the night is 5 coins. Dear, I know, but we only have one worthy room. Oh, like a meal? You get stew with stringy meat and slices of some actually really good bread. It's satisfying and filling. Like a drink? Your mugs are promptly filled with whatever beverage you desire. I don't need anything else. Alright, have a pleasant evening. He looks for other customers. As you walk through the inn, a woman shyly approaches you. Her clothes are threadbare and she looks hungry and exhausted. Excuse me, Prince. I am Humusi. She speaks barely above a whisper. You have to lean close to hear her. Hello. There's a long pause. Finally she says, I heard you are a prince. I need help. I am desperate. I have suffered misfortune. The other patrons notice her speaking with you. There's some angry muttering. What sort of misfortune? She stares down at the stone floor. Our family's crop went bad. We are in debt. I came to town to look for help. I have found none. That is truly unfortunate. She looks up at you. Thank you, Prince. So few are kind. We know Haven is generous. We need 30 coins or we may become a wen. I will pay your debt. You count out the coins. She laughs. It will clear the debt. Thank you so much, Prince. We have the dishonor, but we will still be free. Thank you. She curtsies and walks off. Another negative gain. What do you got in your chest? Windshield and copper bits. Paying off freaking people's debts and stuff. Merva Barracks. Viscount Bridges. Stoic woman, sweating in plate armor, rises to greet you. As she shakes your hand, all of her soldiers watch every move. She is in charge here. I am Viscount Bridges, she says. Don't get royalty here much. We are honored, us hard-working soldiers of the Vol. You are a Viscount? It's a family honor, passed from my grandfather to me. Haven gives it to vassals who serves them well. It stays in families. Are you a Mosca? No, none of us ever wanted to control a win. We are soldiers. What did you do for Haven? My grandfather served Haven in the South Battalion before the Calamity. Served well. Queen Sharon came here, awarded the title to him. I continue the work. Do you like being a Viscount? My family was honored to serve Haven. Haven is good for the Vol. Helps us stay wealthy and strong. I continue the work when Haven is here. Carry on as before. Thank you, Prince. My family will. What is the status of Mirba? It is a harsh time, a harsh place. We are on the front between rebels and loyalists. The governor is keeping the town safe. How do you keep the city safe? We have not taken sides in the war. We act to defend ourselves. Sometimes we try to reduce the hurting, make both sides happy. We don't have the forces to do that now. Some do, though. She looks directly at you. There are ways to help the Vol. Sounds like you're asking me to do something. I wouldn't dare. Not my place. I can tell you about opportunities, though. Ways to impress the Vol. Make them welcome your return. Like the situation in the Flint Pit. A warlord there has taken many Owen as his own slaves. It is an ugly thing. Nobody likes that, Mosca or Owen. Where is the Flint Pit? Southwest of here in the mines. You should find signs. Warlord Blaine makes sure everyone knows he is there. What should I do with the warlord? I shouldn't ask her. What about, well, yeah. He is called Warlord Blaine. None would mourn him if he died. What about the Owen there? I don't know. My Mosca masters don't care what happens to a small group of Owen. They care that the warlord dares to defy us so openly. She shrugs. I'm a soldier. I just say what is. Not my place to have opinions on it. Okay, I'm not going to ask her what's in it for me. This is an oasis. Oh, buddy. Now they're just letting me take that. I must resist the urge. Although Mirba's in the middle, they're not quite Owen or Mosca. They just are. But then again, so is the Vol. In Batisa, where I just was. Mirba Smithy. Boomer. The smith sets down his hammer when you approach, then he bows. He clearly knows who you are. Welcome to my little smithy, Prince. I am honored to show you the fine work of my land. I am Boomer, proud to be a free Vol. Tell me about your smithy. My family has run the Mirba smithy for over 200 years. All free Vol who only ever hired free Vol. The Vol makes the finest ironwork in Sacramentum. You only use free Vol. It is our way. Having a win never sat well with our people. You only talk to Mosca, I bet. You should know that most free Vol don't see things as they do. The Vol has the finest ironwork? We do. I know. The Ukatish claim their weapons are best. For a fact, it isn't. Their iron is dirty. Dirty iron? Their land is nothing but mud, grime. It gets in their iron, leaves it impure. My smithy is dry and clean. Our iron is pure. Don't let those swamp folk fool you into thinking different. I have another question. Boomer stands nearby, eager for any chance to sell his arms and armor to royalty. Not eager enough to give goods away for free, alas. Let me see your wares. Vol shield. Absorbs 70%. Vol buckler, which we already have. And a war axe. 10% crit chance. I'd like to sell something. Same prices, but plus 10% healing bonus. We should pop that on when it's time to heal for that extra 10%. Don't want to sell my stones. This. Why am I hanging on to this? Because it's got the augmentation slot. else can really wield it. Yeah, we can sell the scale buckler for 10. He nods. Return when you want the best. The conversation ends. He doesn't install runes and stuff. We have 65, not enough to buy anything. Paying debts here. Dorothy's Bakery. We have some bread. Dorothy Lee. This bakery is operated by one stout, industrious woman. It's a big job, but she takes care of feeding the city bread with terrifying efficiency. She gives you a friendly, informal wave when you enter. Welcome, visitor. I'm Dorothy Lee. Be with you in a mo. She turns to the oven, and you can see the tattoo on her cheek. A vertical line with a crossbar. She shifts some loaves around and walks up to you. What do you need? She acts smiling and friendly, but her eyes are calculating. Your mother's training is not wasted. This woman is no mere baker. Are you an ON? She takes no offense at the question. No longer. She points at the crossbar of the line on her cheek. This second mark means that I was freed. Not all former ON want to talk about their time of bondage. They are ashamed. I am not like that. What did you do to go free? I served as baker at once mighty castle in Andesite. Our lord and lady went funny. They liked something I baked so much that they released me from my debt. That is the life of an ON, subject to whim. Why are you telling me this? She leans forward. You are from Haven. You have power. You can make a difference in our suffering land. Once Haven supported the Moscas, gave them the strength to keep ON down. Some of us hope your minds can be changed about that. Aren't you taking a risk talking to me like this? She wipes her hands off on her apron. I am. Merba is full of spies and assassins from both sides. I will take the risk. Life now is nothing but risk. Tell me what you want. I served in Castle Andesite. It is now a ruin. I was freed there before the fall, and I left. The lord and lady fled later at the beginning of the rebellion. When I left, I had to leave some papers behind. I want them. Where is Castle Andesite? To the southeast on the east coast. Even ruined, it is a majestic place. Hard to miss. Where are these papers? They are in the ON chambers below the castle in a concealed room. The button to open the door is behind a grain storage jar in the lower chambers. If intact, they are wrapped in wax paper, covered in twine, with T written on the corner in ink. Why should I help? Because the cause of the ON is just, and because the ON can be better allies to you than the Mosca can. That is all I can say for now. You are a baker. Dorothy Lee chats with you as she kneads loaves and feeds them to the heat. Her voice is barely audible as she talks. You have to strain to hear. Any spies outside won't be able to tell what you are saying. You're a baker. It is my calling. It was what I was good at from a young age. I work from dawn to keep the people in Mirba in bread. Where do you get the grain? It grows around here. It's not the best. Makes rough bread. Not as good as what we bought from Haven, but it is honest. I'd like some bread. She gives you a loaf with her compliments. It would never find a place on your mother's table, but it's crusty and satisfying. Impressive considering how poor the Vol's grain is. That's all I need. Good day. Please travel carefully. This is a dangerous land, full of desperate people hungry for freedom. Did we actually get bread? No. Okay, let me go ahead and light a smoke. Only place we haven't been, I think, is City Hall. This is it over here. Have we been in the Mirba Barracks? Yeah, we talked to the Viscount. The streets of Mirba are mostly empty. In this time of war, violence could break out at any moment. The people nod politely and hurry on. Let me see what I can do in here. Vir Alar Mosca. We must be neutral. Mirba Owen. You meet one of the Owens of Mirba. They have Owens of Mirba. They avoid you as much as they can. In their position, getting the attention of royalty can be very dangerous. You're a Mosca. Nice furnishings. That's how you can tell he's a rich Mosca. If I get the chance, I'm going to thief from him. Mirba Owen. I wonder if the Mirba would let me take 24 silver coins. Dang. Doesn't look like it, but I would steal from this place in a heartbeat. Let's see if she moves. Oh? Still too close. Come on, give me 24 silver coins. I'm just walking in circles for you, baby. Baby. I'm just walking in circles for you. 24 coins and 7 with amber. Take that, Mosca. You'll keep Mirba safe, but you'll be 31 coins poorer. This is an ancient hall. The stone floor is worn with deep ruts left by centuries of leaders, guards, and honored visitors. There's a man sitting at the end of this stone table. The last few years have left him weary and broken. He looks you over, barely able to summon the energy to respond. Finally, he decides that he has no choice. He rises to shake your hand. I am Governor Vir Alar Mosca. I have been trusted to rule Mirba. And who are you? I am Prince Matthew of Haven. Governor Vir Alar Mosca nods. I am honored, Prince. So Haven is back at last. Very interesting timing. You arrive when the Vol is unstable, as I'm sure you have seen. You are welcome in Mirba, however there is something you must know. And what is that? I care about my city. We are in a delicate balance. The rebels do not destroy us because I do not fight for the other Mosca. The Mosca do not sack us because they think I am not helping the rebels. I will deal with you. However, I cannot loudly take sides between the Owen and the Mosca. I have interest in helping the Owen. So you will end Haven's earlier policy with us. That is a bold but questionable decision, Prince. You will find that the Mosca are valuable allies, and we can pay you well for your aid. Anyway, I am free to talk. Just understand that I have limits. I would like to know about Mirba. This is a proud city, as old and with as storied a history as any in the Vol, if not as wealthy. Much of our finest stone comes from the quarries around here. How old is this city? Nobody is sure. These walls are at least 5 centuries old. All born in Mirba know that the city is a gift to them, and it is our responsibility to pass it to the next generation. That is why I am trying to keep the 2 armies of this war from sacking it. I need rest and supplies. We have a fine blacksmith for supplies and a tolerable inn for rest. Not worthy of one of your rank, but we are not a fancy city, not like Vitassa or Throblin. How has Mirba fared in the war? I have led us down a dangerous path. I control this city and I have made us neutral. Loyalists and rebels have come to our streets. All trade and drink here. I have made us an oasis, and in the Vol, everyone can come to an oasis. And both sides accept this. Yes, but only through the most careful diplomacy on my part. I have not had a full night's sleep in 3 years. I have punished raiders and thieves on both sides. Soldiers from both sides have been in our stocks. Both sides have grudges against me. It is the price I pay to keep my city safe. Another question. I'd like to discuss the Owen. Vir Alar grows wary. We are nervous about discussing our practices with outsiders. They are often too eager to judge without taking time to understand us. I'm sure you know the basics. When a free Vol goes too far into debt, a Mosca can pay that debt. In return, the free Vol becomes Owen and must serve the Mosca for life. Plus another generation or 2 more if the debt is high enough. What do you think of the Owen system? It maintains the honor of our people, and it brings justice. If someone is lazy and foolish and loses a fortune, why shouldn't that person be punished? Why should others suffer to pay the debts of the Owen? Pay your own debts. It is the honorable Vol way. Why did the Owen rebel? Perhaps we Mosca were not wise. Perhaps we let things grow too difficult for the free people of the Vol. Too many taxes, too much debt. It grew too easy to become Owen. When the Moscow win the war, I'm sure they will introduce reforms. How many ON do you own? I have 2 double-line ON. I assure you that I treat them well, and I will treat their children well as well. After all, they are my workers, but they are not slaves. They aren't slaves? No, and they will be very offended if you call them such. They are true Vol. They can have their own homes, families, beliefs. I can't sell them to others. They serve only me and my descendants. It is simply that when they work, they must work for me, doing what I say. Are ON ever mistreated? Of course, sometimes. It is very dishonorable. Much shame attaches to those who mistreat ON. They must then take their ON from the cities into the wastes. Few Moscow let it go that far. Double-line ON? My ON let their debts be so great that not only they, but their children must serve my family for life. Unfortunate cases. I bought them because I pity them, and I wanted them to work for a family of status. I have another question. You sit at Governor Vir Alar Moska's table. You are brought tea, snacks, and other tokens of all hospitality. What else can I do for you, envoy of Haven? I have some Haven business to discuss. He leans forward, his eyes grow sharp. Do you? Of course, I may be able to help you within limits. I want to rebuild Haven's forts. I see. They are Fort West Bay and Crossing Keep, yes? On land we promised you. They are your forts. I'm sure you can rebuild them. We Moscas want to show that we are useful to you. Fort West Bay is west of Vitasa. To get to Crossing Keep, pass through the Throblin Pass to the west, then go south. I have no more business. All right, please have some more refreshments. And Owen refills your cups and plates. That is all. Then please enjoy the safety of Mirba. It is the only oasis for miles around. So, I mean, there is some subtlety to it and stuff. It's not exactly slavery, but I still don't like it. And if I have my way, then the ON are going to be free Vol. We could augment this, where is it? Your leather armor. But you don't usually take a lot of damage. Well, you do heal. Healing augment would be nice. 30. Pretty sure I can buy that back at my place, though. Stone blocks. Right? I can probably buy a healing augment at Fort Haven. I've probably been playing for 48 minutes. Let me go ahead and check. Oh, 32. Way off that time. Alright, well, we're gonna see. The ground is scorched and torn with the telltale signs of battle. The Moscow loyalists and the rebels have been fighting back and forth along this stretch of ground for years now. There were farmhouses here, but they have long since been reduced to rubble. The sign says these are free lands. Moscow have no dominion here. Who are you? You look interesting. There's a band of Vol warriors stalking you. They track your movements, watching you closely. They aren't soldiers. They're an armed band, dirty and sweaty from weeks out in these wastes. Shout to them. When you call out to them, they have a brief discussion. Several of them seem to want to talk to you. Whatever they have heard about you, they approve, yet they stay in the distance. Approach them. When you walk toward them, they move away. They can move much more quickly through these wastes than you can. Try to leave. You walk off. They head quickly to the south. They must be planning to make a report. We're now entering Smoky Peaks. The land to the northeast is particularly empty and barren. The ground is baked solid without a trace of moisture. You see no signs of the war. Nobody finds it worthwhile to come out here. Yet you can see nearby traces of old gravel roads, mostly obscured by blown dust. Someone came out here once, for what reason you can't imagine. Now there are a lot of bones on the hot rock. These wastes give you a bad feeling. You expect to find more dangerous foes out here. Get out of there. Let's go ahead and F3. Down this way. There are a few humble plots of farmland around the oases, trying to eke out a bit more food to keep the settlements around here functional. You meet a few of the locals, harmless folk trying to stay safe in a time of war. Surprisingly, they seem to have heard of you. They wave as you pass. You have a good reputation in the Owen lands. Nice. Our actions have been paying off. I want to meet more of these people. There's a force of Owen warriors patrolling the wastes. The rebels walk close to you, checking to make sure that you aren't spies or scouts of the Mosca to the north. They recognize you, then they give you a friendly wave. They must have heard that you are friends to the Owen. They move on. What about you? Come here. Come here. There's a force of... same dealie. There's a narrow pass through the mountains to the south. It leads from the heart of Vol lands to the south coast, the core of the Owen rebellion. A mighty fortress blocks the path. Owen rebels line the ramparts, a sufficient force to repel any assaults from the Mosca. If this pass fell, there is a good chance that the rebellion would end. I should have noted that. Can I come in? Without being attacked on sight? The massive jagged mountain chain that separates the barren central Vol from the greener coast has very few passes in it. The Smoky Peaks are one of them. A narrow valley extends through the mountains here. It is guarded by one gated wall after another, guarded by desperate and fanatical Owen rebels. You can see why the wealthier, stronger Mosca haven't been able to stop the Owen. Even the mighty force of the South Battalion would have major losses taking this fortress. Without the Owen's permission, you won't be able to pass through. You begin to sense that you are entering a more dangerous region of the Vol. Near the rebel capital, the foes are likely to be better armed and more challenging. You wonder if it might be wise to return later. You should go to Matraka. We are not important. Fermi. There is a crammed inn burrowed into the cliff wall at the north entrance of the Smoky Peaks. It is full of surly, dusty patrons. Owen rebels, spies, merchants, the occasional baffled traveler from the Ukot swamps or Ariel woods. The innkeeper obviously recognizes you, but he is pointedly careful to make you wait your turn. When he reaches you, he says, "I am Ferme. Welcome to the Smoky Peaks. Word from Madraka has come. We will be cordial to you. You are safe here. You can have a meal." What is this place? This is the inn of the Smoky Peaks. This region is hot and barren. Travel through it is hard and dangerous. There is an oasis where travelers can get a good rest when going through the peaks. This is an oasis. Who travels through here? All friends of the Owen are welcome to pass through this fortress. Haven has never been a friend of the Owen. I'm not sure how you will fare, here or at Matraka. Who's in charge here? Castus handles the defenses and decide who gets through. Sage Incarna deals with the diplomats and the merchants, and her magic keeps us safe from the occasional masquerade. How will I be treated here? We've heard the rumors. You've been speaking in favor of the Owen. Many are skeptical, but you can sleep safely. I want to pass through the peaks. That's not my decision. Castus is the leader here. He decides who gets through. Go down the path. He nods to the west. Castus will decide, if he bothers to see you at all. I have another question. Fermi waits to see what you want. He's trying to be stern and gruff, but your presence makes him nervous. Every other patron tries to keep a safe distance from you. Can I have a place to sleep? You're a prince, so it's probably too humble. That said, I think we have a free bed in the back room. Can I get a meal? I will. You haven't thrown in fully with the Mosca yet. I owe you this much. He gets you a bowl of lizard stew, bland and full of stringy meat. That's all I need. Fermi nods. You are safe under our roof. He turns to help the other patrons. Alright, so we do have a... This fortune is strong. Castus is in charge. We will die before surrender. Word has spread that I'm nice to the Owen. And, I'm safe here. So maybe, just maybe, Castus will let us pass. But why do we want to pass right now? So far, you haven't been able to get permission to pass through. Nobody has stopped you or questioned you. You wait for the other shoe to drop. At last, you see a guard. A man in heavy plate armor watches you through the gate to the north. At last, someone to talk to. Customs gate. Castus. Von Owen Rebel. Castus is in charge. Takes a little time, but you recognize this man. You only got a glimpse of him before. Now he is cleaned up and clad in plate armor. But when you see his face, you know who he is. Cassis, the Owen rebel who confronted you back in the Vol gates. Unsurprisingly, he recognizes you too. He looks grim. Hello, Havenite. I face you on safer ground now. You are still invading our land, still looking for a way to control the Vol. I recognize you. And you. I knew you wouldn't stay at the Vol gates. You are in our lands doing your grim work. All Owen expect Haven to do what they did before, accept bribes from the Mosca and crush us. We are all watching to see what you do. I know what I have heard. And what have you heard? You have spoken in defense of the Owen. This surprised us. We were sure that Haven would support the Mosca again. Now some dare hope that you are different. I only want to fight, not do politics. Now I have been trapped into making a decision. And what decision is that? I lead the warriors here. They chose me to speak for them. I control these gates. I have to decide whether to let you through. Will you pollute our rebellion with lies and treachery, or might you actually help us as your queen did not? I wish to help the Owen. You say that today. You might even believe it. That doesn't mean anything. You are fickle. You might see advantage in helping the Mosca who crush us tomorrow. Still, I have my orders, and some do hope. I have made a decision. Well, some Owen think our situation is desperate, and they cling to the hope that Haven might help them. You haven't acted too overtly against us. Therefore, I will allow you to pass. He calls into the shadows. Open the gates! Our leaders are in Madraka to the south. We have trusted you to be just. Please justify it. He turns and walks away from the gate. The conversation ends. Dang, no, XP for that, I guess. The gates are open. I don't know if I really want to head through here. Because quite frankly, I want to go have that meeting with... Oh, dang. Not stealing... Well, it's not... Oh, they're not... They're free to take. I have to keep an eye on that. When it doesn't say not yours, we can take. I gotta remember that. Ooh, nice axes on the wall. Sage Incarna. Okay, those Radiant Augment. Plus 4 magical armor. Dang. Will you atone? The corner of this office is strangely dark. It's as if it is drawing shadows to it. A woman with robes waits for you, barely visible in the darkness. You, the Havenite, you have come. I am Sage Incarna. I deal with travelers. I watch over them with my magic. I hope you will behave. You are a mage. I am. Be warned, I am not without power. That is unusual in the Vol. Yes, I was born Owen, but with the aptitude. My Mosca paid to get me training, thinking he could benefit from it. When the time came, he did not. Not at all. You wait for more details, but none are coming. I want to talk about the rebellion. I can't talk about it with you. You are an envoy of Haven. You are best met in Madraka. I am but a warrior. I also collect tolls. Tell me about Madraka. It is the great fortress of the Owen to the south. If you wish to be just, go there. You can atone for Haven's past support of the Mosca. What do you think of Haven? You have given us some small reason to trust you. Still, that can always change. Send your South Battalion to attack Throblin and everything will be forgiven. Until then, it's just all words. Another question? Tell me about the fortress. She watches you silently. Our gates protect the heart of the rebellion. We Owen will give our lives to protect it. That is all I have to say. Please leave me. I have much to do. Conversation ends. So we can go to Madraka. Come over here. Ooh. Ooh, iron bar, stone blocks. Nifty. Okay, let's check out the world map where we are. Dang, we've only been a little bit. Haven't been to Throblin, haven't been to our fortresses, haven't been to the Flint Pit. Madraka, haven't been to Castle Andesite. I think Castle Andesite is where we'll head next. To get there, though, I have to go back through the pass. Can't go in there. At least we have permission to pass through for now. Castle Andesite would be over here. Save. I don't know if we can handle Castle Andesite yet. Oof. Is it down there? It is. It's through this muck. Can we stand on the law? No. Oh, that's not Castle Andesite. Hellhounds. Dang, that one took a chunk out. Okay. Oh, I don't think we can handle this. Let's weaken it. Maybe. Go ahead and do a heal on Elspeth. 12. Dang, they teleport and rock us. Bludgeon senseless. You. Nice cleave. Dang, enemy slowed me. Evaded. Good. Oof. 9. 8. Dang. She has decent magical defense, though. Bludgeon. That one's senseless. Nice cleave. Ooh, this is a good place for an icy wave. It only hits 2. Let's hit those 2. 2020. Cast another heal on Elspeth. Going after me. What is that? What just happened? A couple points of physical damage. Matthew, my turn. Oh, they have that type of attack. Bludgeon, that one's senseless. Nice. Did it cleave? No. Kill that one. Let's hit them for an icy wave. Matthew, go ahead and weaken that one. Oof. Bludgeon, that one senseless. Back up 1 and shoot that one. Go ahead and strong attack that one. Dang. Oh, there goes. Yeah, she is a girl. There goes Elspeth. Patricia can hold her own. She's got decent magic defense and stuff. There's that 10% bonus to speed. Alright. You search the nest and find a scattering of semi-precious stones. You loot them. 30 coins. Oh, that's not the way to andesite, though. Aha. Castle andesite. Dang, there's like someone guarding it, though. I don't want to head back to Haven yet. Let's head back to Mirba. I'll have to walk this path again, though. Yeah, we'll go ahead and hit the inn, which I don't remember where it was. Oh, this is right here. Like a room, pay 5 coins. I'll have the back room unlocked for you. Hope it's to your liking. No bed bugs at all last I checked. Hope you didn't bring your own. You gain -5 coins, indeed. Yeah, we're going to head to Castle Andesite next. I guess that's a box to store stuff in. Okay, fully rested. Day 24. Elspeth regains consciousness. Alright, so we're pretty much good to go for next episode. That's F3. See that we've been playing now. It's 48 minutes, right? No, 50. I want to thank you so much for joining me. If you made it this far, that's awesome. I really appreciate your viewership, guys. Much love, peace, and joy to all of you. Even if you didn't make it this far, I'm shouting you out. You guys rock. Really hope you enjoyed as well and are enjoying the LP. This is such a fascinating game to me. I hope you guys think so too. Yeah. Take it easy, guys. Catch you next time. So long.